How did you keep a strong mindset going through those first couple of years many would just walk away? This is a great question because this is really why the majority of most people fail trying to sell on Amazon or start a business in general. And so I'll talk about what motivated me to keep going through those first couple of years of failure where I almost lost up to about 10,000. So the biggest thing for me was reminding myself why I was doing what I was doing. And the main reason was because the idea of working for someone else my whole life drove me absolutely insane. I knew that I really wanted to create something for myself. I was also pretty realistic with myself, realizing that failures were inevitable and it would take time to get to a position that I wanted to get to. And from each failure that I had, I learned something from that so I knew what to avoid my second or third time around. Now, because of my living circumstances, I was also in a bit of a better situation when it came to failing because I didn't have a lot of responsibilities. I was only about 19 when I started this business, and although I didn't have the support, I was still living at my parents' house and I didn't really have a lot of expenses. So the environment did technically make it a little bit easier since I didn't have a lot of financial responsibility at the time. But don't get me wrong, again, I didn't have support and I was being pushed to have a backup plan or get a job and try to do something more realistic. But the reality to me was what separated from the people who were doing well to myself who had failed was that they just kept pushing through those failures. And so I knew I could be successful at this if I just stuck with it. And that's pretty much the mindset I had going through the entire process. Now, of course, this is a lot easier said than done, but the reality is this: if you fail and you deem yourself a failure, then you will stop and give up. For those who are successful, they failed too. The difference is they just kept going and they didn't deem themselves a failure. And like I mentioned in the beginning, I think it is very important to figure out what your big why is, because this is what is going to keep you motivated every single day and through the times of failure.